Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Knockout Boxing TV, 86 TV, back with another live stream. I got KQKC in here. Let's get it started, man. Everybody hit the like button, bro. 86 TV, back with another live stream. I got KQKC in here. Let's get it started, man. Make sure you drop a comment when you come in the building, man. Let us know you're here and hit that like button, too. We got a lot to talk about, man. Terence Crawford and Letitia Crawford, they had a lot to say this weekend, bro. We got some big fights coming up. It's going down, man. So far, we got 16 people in the building. Please make sure you hit the like button when you come in, man. Brandon House, I see you, bro. Omega Red, what up? Young World, what up? Buck Style, what up? Rolling Red, what's good with you? Shade Girl 85, what up? TZ Frank, I see you. Yeah. $29 people in the building, 20 likes. Smash the like button, bro. Be sure to vote on the poll, too. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about, bro. 33 people now in the building with 23 likes. Smash the like button as you come in. Chase Money, what up? Sin, what up? G Parker, what's good? Thrill Hill, what's up? In the building, boxing, what's good, bro? Drop a like and vote on the poll. If you want to donate to me, KQKC, our Cash Apps is right there. If you want to hit the super chat, you can do that too. But at least hit the like button. Young World says, so EJ ain't talking, but the Crawfords are. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Jerome Rose, Bruce Gas, Ricky E245, what up? All right, let's cut the music, man. Turn off this speaker. Let me get my camera turned on. Let me bring the OG up. And we in here. What's up, KQ? How you doing, man?
Man, what's happening with you, man? I'm feeling fine this morning, man. Yes, sir. I mean, even though we didn't have no boxing, I was trying to go on last night, but I got caught up over Mom's house, and I had to do something today on furnace. So, man, but everything good, man. Everything good. You know, I can't wait to get back to this week, man. So straight boxing, man. So I can't wait.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Mama's boy, what up? But we got lucky, KQ, as content creators. They gave us a lot to talk about over the weekend, though.
Oh yeah.
They gave us a shit. They gave us a shit ton to talk about. So shit.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a fun show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Talk. I see you, man. What's up with it? So, everybody in the building, hit the like button, man. We're gonna have fun. So, I want we gonna get right to it, y'all, because it's so much. So we're gonna start with Jermell Charlo and Letitia Crawford, right? So Letitia Crawford,
right,
Terence Crawford's sister.
Right.
She says that we got one that's trying to put other fighters against him first.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense, right? That's what Letitia Crawford said. And she said that, and she was talking about Jermell Charlo, because Jermell Charlo said Lubin will KO Terence Crawford, move up to 154. We'll see. I KO'd better opposition than he's ever done. Who has he knocked out? Who has he fought? And then Terence Crawford says, oh, you want some attention? How you a boxer, but try to play matchmaker to keep off your ass? Boy, you a real life movie character. KQ, Let's start right there. Let's start right there. We got so much more to talk about, but let's start right there. What do you think of Terrence Crawford's words? Jamel Charlo's words. What do you think of Letitia Crawford chiming in saying he's trying to play matchmaker? Just make sense. Make sense of that situation right there for us, if you would, sir.
Well, okay. My doorbell ring, but anyway, go ahead. But first of all, Letitia Crawford, he's not trying to play matchmaker. Let's not forget Terence Crawford. He's the one that been pretty much saying, I want to fight Jamel Charlo. He the one came out his mouth about this. And that's why Jamel said, no, Jamal ain't trying to play matchmaker. Look, take care of your business at 147. That's what he's trying to say. Take care of your business at 147. Then once you take care of your business at 147, and then we can see each other. But in the meantime, don't get too cocky, because who have you beat? Who have you really beat of some substance compared to me? Because he went through whole division and became a undisputed champion. You know what? You won off of who? Idongo? Look at his record after you won. I mean, so and Letitia, of course, she
Hold on,
is
real quick, KQ. Teron Harris, bro. First of all, I appreciate you viewing all the videos that you have viewed, and I don't care about you disagreeing, bro. But don't come in here calling people out their name and stuff, bro. I'm gonna delete that comment. I'm not gonna block you. Go off though, bro. If you want to ride for Bud, bro. But all that name calling and shit, that's unnecessary. So I'm deleting that comment. I'm not blocking you. You know what I'm saying? You can have your opinion, but you got one more time, bro. You got one more time. You come in here on that name calling shit again, I'm kicking you out the whole chat, bro. But I am deleting that because you're gonna get my shit demonetized coming in here talking like that. But talk your shit. Ride for Bud Crawford. Your opinion is welcome on my channel. Just don't come in here on the name calling shit, bro. We not doing that because it's the internet, bro. But go ahead, KQ. Like
yeah,
not Zay just commented. He said, "How is it Bud fault?" So you
right,
can have your opinion, bro. But don't come here on that bullshit, bro. Please.
right.
We don't do that shit
See,
over here. But go
see,
ahead, OG.
see, everybody go by uh, um the here and now and lately, right? But they don't remember way back how Bud just started off on Charlo. See, all this is leading up to what he said recently. For some reason, he kept picking at Jamel Charlo. Like he's at 154 already. But I get it, because Jamel cheers in the same stable is as Errol Spence. And you're supposed to cheer for your stable mate. Just like Keyshawn Davis cheering for Shakira and Crawford. Why? Because he's in the same stable. He got the same coach. Just like Jamel and Crawford. I mean Jamel and Earl. So yeah, it is Bud fault, damn it. I mean, damn. I mean, come on, you don't take a genius. I mean, use your basic common sense. He started off from the get-go because he's undisputed, and Jamel, he can be a little cocky, and Bud try to play just like somebody I know. I never bother nobody, and no. That don't fly, dude. Don't play the innocent role. Put your shit out there. Then next thing you know, you're gonna say, and then your sister, because your sister only going by what you tell her, or what she read, or what Bomac is telling. You know what? And one thing about it, I will give Earl Spence. Y'all know I ride with the Charlos. Just letting you know, right? But I will give Earl Spence credit. He said, and I quote and unquote, "Let the suits take care of this business and get this fight together." He is his own boss, but he ain't gonna put up his damn money. And I know Bud ain't gonna put up his either. Shit, all right. And Al is the type that's gonna make this fight pretty much savable for us and make him money too. So that shit is take a lot to work out, especially what probably they're asking. And I don't know what they're asking because so much lies out there. But you only hear from one side. I wonder why is that, right?
We
Now,
got you, Nazay. We covering it all today, bro. Since wasn't no fights, we covering it all, Nazay. We got you, bro. Right now we on Letitia Crawford and Jamel Charlo. They little back and forth, and what we think of that. We gonna running down the whole weekend, Nazay. We got you.
Okay,
Go ahead,
I'm not gonna follow that road. So I'm just gonna stay on this topic. I don't want to get off topic. But yeah. So how is it that Jamel fall when he just mind his business, and all of a sudden, you know, here come Crawford. So I go up to 154 and this and that. Well, because the fight is taking long, and I understand that. So he's saying he go 154 and go head on and fight Jamel, and I get that. Same way with Earl Spence. Maybe he getting tired. You know, maybe he's getting tired. And he's fed up, and he feel that okay, it's taking too long for them to figure this shit out, figure how he can save us money. See, Al Heyman's a businessman. Al Heyman been around contracts, music, concerts, and contracts. He's a Harvard lawyer. Contracts. He knows everything about the business. Everything about all kind of contracts and this and that and good and that. Da, da, da. Anyway, but still in all, he's trying to make everybody happy, everybody cool, and it's hard to do. It's hard to do when you're asking for X amount of dollars. I don't know what they're asking for, but he is a promoter. Wears an advisor hat and a promoter hat. But what a promoter's supposed to do? They represent who? The fighter. But if you look at the contract, the fighter got the last say so. But now with the money, who putting up the money? There you go. Now, Blue Blood said something, and I don't agree with it, but I rock with Blue. I don't think they should go overseas and have a fight. Leave Dubai over there. Cause watch, sooner or later, Dubai asses, they're gonna be some trouble. I'm gonna tell you, I'm just cause they're Muslim country. They're a rich Muslim country. But no, because people want to go to the fight. They can work that shit out. You got some rich people over here. All right. So they can work it out. It's just gonna take some time. But not this much time. But Letitia, she's the type is taking up for her brother knockout. She's taking up for her brother, and you're gonna go to bed for your brother. You'll go to bed for your brother, your mama, your daddy, and your kids. That's one thing about it. I'm gonna go to bed for my kids and mom and daddy, no doubt about it. And so that's what she's doing. She's not gonna let people just sit here and talk about her brother and it's her brother's fault, this and that. She's gonna speak her mind.
No shushy. I be looking at her ass sideways, OG. Like before I even say anything, let me first say I forget the content of what Letitia Crawford is saying, because we're gonna get into that. We're gonna be reading some tweets and talking about them today. But the act of her taking up for her brother or going, like, bro, I have no problem with that. Before I even get going on what I got to say, like, when it come to your family, bro, you supposed to take up for them. You supposed to ride for them. If she was contradicting Bud or not taking up for him or not painting him in the best light or not talking shit to people for him, I'll be looking at her ass sideways. So I'm gonna start there before I even say anything. She's supposed to rock for her brother. But I'm gonna get on Jamel Charlo. So this is what I think about it, OG, and it's a different opinion. I was straight when Jamel Charlo was like, nah, bro, you got Errol Spence issues. Like, go ahead and handle that business. You don't want to see me because Earl is in his stable. Him and Earl are real cool, and that's the fight that I want anyway. So when he was trying to throw Bud off on Earl, like, I wasn't tripping on that. Like, that's cool. But him throwing Bud off on Erickson Lubin, it's like, bro, like that I don't understand, KQ. Like, bro, like, why you bringing up Lubin? Don't nobody want to see, you know what I'm saying, Erickson Lubin and Bud Crawford if he come to 154. Erickson Lubin.
Wait. I don't think he threw him off knockout. I think he just said, man, please, Eric Lubin's gonna knock you out.
Yeah. I mean, he was just talking shit. But if you gonna do that, bro, I would rather you just say, shit, what you talking about, bro? I knock your ass out. Like, just talk shit for yourself, bro. It's the whole talking shit for another man, talking about what another man gonna do to Terence Bud Crawford. When Terence Bud Crawford, all he's saying is he want Errol Spence, then he want to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like somebody coming to me and they like, knockout, bro. I'm coming to your debate series and I'm about to mess you up, bro. I'm up 3-0 your ass. You don't know shit about boxing. This is what we talking about, and I won't smoke with you, knockout. And I'm like, yeah, bro, whatever. You a clown, bro. KQKC beat your ass in the debate. I'm like, KQKC, you can't even handle him. people be looking at me like, but bro, he said he might want fight, he want to debate you. Why are you bringing up KQKC? Like that don't make no sense. So that's where I'm coming at it from. Like I know Jamel always gonna talk shit, and trust me, I don't think Jamel ducking no smoke. I think he'll fight anybody. He has proven that throughout his career. But I do get what Letitia Crawford is saying by, hey man, like why you talking about other fighters and shit? You got somebody that's on you, and that's what Terence Crawford, because Terence Crawford said, hey man, somebody on your ass, and you talking about somebody else. So for that part of it, I'm kind of on the quiet side of Terrence and Letitia, just because, like, bro, like they trying to fight you and you bringing up Erickson Lubin and shit. It's almost like that Canelo shit, OG. When somebody want to fight Canelo and they calling his name, he try to put them up against each other or try to put somebody else on. Like they need to fight each other, or David Benavidez and Jamal Charlo should fight. So it's shit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That I don't like, but I at the same time I'm smart enough to know that Jamel Charlo was just talking shit, and he ain't scared of Bud, or it ain't that he won't fight him. He just basically saying like, bro, you ain't did shit in my weight class. Like it's dudes from my weight class that I already beat that'll beat your ass. So I get what he's saying, bro. I get what he's saying. I would like for him to just leave it between them. Dr. Mark, what up? Nitty G, what up? So that's my thoughts on it, bro. But again, Letitia Crawford, she ain't doing nothing but what she's supposed to do in that situation. So I don't.
Right.
I don't.
Let me add this,
about
just real fast. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good.
Let me add this. Now, these Charlo brothers, now it's time for them to stop that shit too. Okay.
What's that, OG?
They're too high strung. They always been that way. I get it. They're always running their mouth, and everything. I get that. But now you are older in the game. You should be farther than you should be, Jamal, but you're not. But now all that's over with. You're older now. You grown up now. All that back and forth and Twitter and stuff. That's no good. Y'all got to start acting a little more professional now. I get little Keyshawn and Dave,
say that shit for the press conference, OG.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Say that shit to build up the fight.
Exactly. Don't
that.
be just sitting going back. And the Charlo always been out there, and especially Jamel. He calmed down some, but we all know how he was with Tony Harris and all that. And, so he need to chill out and build up that Tim Tszyu fight who you about to take on. Defend your belt.
OG, if that's my biggest complaint about you though, and you fighting everybody and you don't win for undisputed, I take some volatility from Jamel. Like my bigger issue is actually with Jamal, because he doing the same shit Jamel did, but he ain't accomplishing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like at least Jamel is talking his shit and he fighting other champions, unifying the division, taking on a tough ass mandatory and Tim Tszyu, behaving and moving like a champion and shit. So I'll take his mouth a little bit more than I'm willing to put up with Jamal right now, because Jamal is just as bad, if not worse, as Jamel, but he doing the shit and he ain't doing shit, OG. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how I view it. Like they both kind of got their volatility and they say some shit that you may not necessarily agree with, but at least Jamel giving me what I want inside the ring, if that makes sense.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? But let me ask you this. We'll get back to Errol Spence and Terence Crawford in a minute. I want to ask you about Devin Haney though, and the best dad ever. You came in just in time. So, OG, Devin Haney says he got Ryan Garcia over Tank Davis. He says, I don't know right now. I'm favoring Ryan Garcia, but Tank has that one punch knockout power, but Ryan does too. Ryan's much bigger. Ryan's faster, but Tank got way more experience than him. I think that's a good ass fight. Now, I want to ask you: do you think that Devin Haney really believes Ryan Garcia can beat Tank Davis, or is it a little bit of he don't like Tank? What do you take him serious when he says that, or do you think it's more just because him and Tank been going back and forth? He'll pick a cab driver to beat Tank right now, man. What you got on that whole situation, man?
I know, like I say, I know Bill well, and it's pretty much jealousy. I think it's pretty much not hate, but jealousy, because he's considered unofficially the king of 135, and when he says that Tank has that knockout power, and of course Ryan doesn't, he knows that's not true, because I went over this yesterday. Tank is overshadowed by his knockouts. Tank can box. Tank can box, and he got great boxing skills, and it's overshadowed by the knockouts. That's one thing about it. It's over. What's going on, Ashley's Corner? Good show yesterday. Good show, Ashley. All right, but anyway, but still, he he sees Tank Davis because they chased Tank all the way, to hell, till he got on that damn plane and go to Australia, which they are there now. But Tank, he got boxing skills. Ryan doesn't have a chance. All right. Now he might I take that back. He does have a chance. Ryan's big, Ryan's strong, Ryan has a nice, decent left hook, but that doesn't mean nothing. That doesn't mean anything. Because like I told you, Javante Tank Davis, he can box, but he's overshadowed by the knockouts that he always get people out of there. Like Pitbull Cruz. I gave that example yesterday. He pretty much baited him in. Rolly, he baited him in. And that's how, but Rolly wasn't able to take the shot, but Pitbull was, so and plus he had a bad hand, but that's no excuse. But still in all, he can box. And I think Devin Haney knows that. I think Devin Haney is just kind of bitter because he didn't get that fight. Not because of he got a belt, anything like that, just because he's popular. He's popular among the young people. He's popular among the casuals. And he just, he put, asses in the seats. And I think him and Bill really, really wanted that fight so bad, and like I say, they wanted it all the way till he got on that plane. So I don't think Devin believes that. We all know how Ryan fights, and so, but basically, that's how I feel. I think he don't believe that. I think he just want to take a shot at him, indiscreetly. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, before him and Tank got into it, and the best dad ever went where I was going, he was picking Tank to win that fight easy before they got into it with this whole Twitter back and forth. And now they done got into it and shit. Now Ryan, now he favoring Ryan and shit. So
right.
I don't know, but again, bro, like people be getting mad, like Tank fans and shit. They'll get mad at Devin for saying something like that, or Devin fans will get mad at the shit that Tank say. As a fan of both of them, just even though I favor Tank to win that fight, I'm just gonna say, bro, like I don't. If you got a problem, I don't want you to be in. Like, go ahead and do that shit. That might get us to get some more Tank Davis content. Maybe Tank will catch wind of that shit and call him crazy or something, or call him a hater and shit like that. Like, I don't give a damn, bro. Go ahead and don't never pick Tank to win a fight. Say he trash. Say he can't fight. Do all that shit because that's just gonna build up y'all fight for when y'all do fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no issue with no fighter being petty or talking shit to another fighter that they don't like, bro. Like you ain't supposed to give them that fake credit. It's like, in them other sports OG where athletes don't really like each other, but they got to be professional and talk highly of the other person that they competing against and shit. This ain't that, bro. This shit boxing. Bro. So go ahead and say he trash. Say that if he fight Pitbull Cruz again, Pitbull will knock his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Just do what you do, Devin. Ain't nobody mad at that shit, but I'm with you though. I don't think he believe that shit. I don't think he believe that shit. He talking for 1 minute, bro. He First of all, his ring IQ is too high. His skill level is too high, and he knows what he's looking in the boxing ring too good to look at a fighter like Tank Davis, look at a fighter like Devin Haney, and be like, hey man, I got Ryan. I mean, look at a fighter like Ryan Garcia. My bad. We talking about Devin Haney. So he too smart of a boxing mind to look at Tank Davis and look at Ryan Garcia and favor Ryan Garcia in that fight. There's literally nothing that Ryan Garcia does in a boxing ring better than Tank Davis, bro. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And they would. They would. My brother Best Dad ever says if Tank said Kambosos was beating Devin, people would say Tank is scared of Devin. Yeah, they would. That just come with the territory. And it's gonna be some people that say Devin is, he know that it's gonna go both ways, bro. I'm not really. I don't care though. Is what I'm saying. Best Dad ever. I don't give a damn. Talk your shit, bro. But shout out to Jafari Caesar with the super chat, $2. He say Tank versus Garcia equal a Mortal Kombat fatality by Tank. Yeah, I think it's a one-sided fight, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. I think Ryan Garcia, his feet are not good enough to deal with Tank Davis. I think Tank Davis will take a pivot, hit him with a left hand, and before Ryan Garcia can even move, bro. Like I think it's I think it's bad. You know what I mean? And if Ryan can't land that left hook, which you gotta understand, his left hook is his best punch. It's harder to land
Right.
in an open stance position, but when one is a southpaw and one is a orthodox fighter, because now he throwing that left hook, he gotta try to land that left hook over Tank's shoulder while Tank is using his shoulder roll and shit. That's
Right.
gonna be
And
hard
use
for him
that
to
hold
land
that
that shit
phone.
clean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard for him to land that shit cleanly, man. But
Yeah.
shout out to Big Dog Willie, hashtag Khan and Goat, hashtag TWT with the $2 in super chat. He says Amir Khan knocks out Spence, Charlo, and a prime Roy Jones Jr. And then he put facts at the end of it. And I know that you don't believe that, but I appreciate you
Yeah, he
always
always doing that,
supporting the
man.
channel. He don't believe that shit, man. He don't believe that shit.
But you know
What's up,
what?
Kano, bro? Kano.
Yes, sir.
Kano,
Yes,
what's
sir.
up? Kano, you
Man,
gonna get on this debate series. I just can't find nobody that wants to debate what I know you want to debate, but I'm gonna find somebody for you, Kano, and I got you.
and you know what? I will say this though, knockout. I will say this. Devin Haney is so, he got a great IQ. He knows what Tank has done. He knows what Ryan has done.
Yeah.
He knows Tank has been a regular champion at 140. He knows that he has fought before for a belt, whatever. But Ryan haven't fought for a belt. Ryan never been an eliminator. He knows the truth. So that goes to show you that
Yeah,
you don't
he
believe
know,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
He know what's up. Shout out to I Am Trill Will with the $2 in the super chat. He say actions answers the questions on your video. Salute, bro. Salute. I know I don't have 40 haters in here. We got 116 people in the building so far, 79 likes. We 37 short, man. At least make the likes match the number of viewers in the building. So if you haven't hit the like button, please go ahead and do so for us one time, man. If you can't donate to the Cash Apps, if you can't hit the super chat, totally understand, man. But at least hit the like button for me one time. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up, please. It's free, and it really helps the content, man. It helps people get to this content that's looking for it. But let's move on, man. Let's get back on this subject. So very simple, man. I want to get into this net revenue shit, right? I want to get into Terence Crawford. So the report that Mike Coppinger has come up with, OG, he's basically saying that there is no guarantee.
Wait a minute. Say
Yeah.
it again. Revenue. What'd you say? Revenue?
What they're reporting is that it's a net revenue deal. That's what Mike Coppinger is reporting. Basically, he's saying that there is no guaranteed purse, that Terence Crawford and Errol Spence are not guaranteed a purse, that they're only getting paid off of the revenue on the fight. And as a result, Terence Crawford wants to have a say in the expenses. He wants to have a say in the expenses, and he wants to be able to approve and unapprove expenses, so that he can know where his money is coming from. So my first question is, do you think that that's true, that that's the deal that they're offering him? And then secondly, should Terence Crawford or Errol Spence or any fighter for that matter, should they be involved in approving expenses for a fight that they're fighting in? Just what's your thoughts on that? And out here, because I want to read it to you verbatim. Let me read this to you.
Okay.
And I want to read it to the people too. So give me 1 second, y'all. I'm finna pull up the article so everybody can know what I'm talking about. Because when I made a video about it, people told me that I was making shit up. But y'all know we don't do that over here ever. So give me 1 second. I got the article right here. Let me find this out. All right, here we go. So this is an article. This was written by Mike Coppinger. The title of the article says, and this is where everybody's been getting their information from, Errol Spence Jr. Terence Crawford title fight at risk over dispute on contract details. It says the Errol Spence Jr. Terence Crawford undisputed welterweight championship fight is in jeopardy because of a lingering dispute regarding the contract, sources told ESPN. If the pay-per-view fight set for Las Vegas is finalized, it won't take place on the targeted date of November 19th, but rather in December or even January, sources said. Spence and Crawford had agreed to terms, with Crawford set to earn the short end of the financial split, ESPN reported earlier this month. The issue, Crawford wants transparency related to event expenses since the contract contains no guaranteed purse, sources said. Since Crawford will earn a percentage of the net revenue, he wants the ability to approve expenses, sources said. So that is what ESPN is reporting is the holdup, is that number one, there's no guaranteed purses in the fight. And number two, that Terence Crawford wants the ability to approve and not approve certain expenses as it relates to the fight, since that's what they're saying he will be getting paid off of. Number one, do you believe that that's the type of contract that they send him? And number two, do you think that Terrence Bud Crawford should be able to approve or disapprove expenses.
Uh, I I don't believe that. I don't believe that they sent that to that contract to Crawford. I mean, they're not going to disrespect that young man like that, and of course, Earl Spence is not going to. They're not going to do Earl Spence like that either. They're not going to just depend on the back end money. Oh yeah, it's going to sell, no doubt about it. You're going to make both guys going to make money, but the point is, they're not going to send no, both got no guarantees. And that's what I mean by rumors. Sources say, and that's what Mike Copperhinger, he's been wrong many times. And that's why I keep trying to tell everyone, stop putting out shit that you hear. And I'm talking about these are Bud Crawford fans that's doing that. And no, do what you want, but I'm saying it's not good to do it because it's not true. Because next week you're gonna be saying something else. But Chance, no. Who are you to approve expenses? Who are you to say that? Okay, no, okay, I'm not gonna approve this. I'm gonna approve this. You ain't writing up. No, no. All you gotta do is approve the contract. That's it. If everything look good with you and your lawyer, if Earl and his lawyer say, okay, he signed it, okay, because Earl already signed it, and if it go to you, so everybody happy, okay, and of course somebody ain't happy.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody ain't happy, and I guarantee you, I believe it's Earl. I mean, Bud Crawford, because Al gonna make sure his fighter's happy first. Now you got to send it over to Bud. Hey, you good with this? And no, they're not. So I think Earl is just stepping back and letting them deal with Terence Crawford. Well, what do you like on? What do you want on this contract? All right. Then they go on back up. Earl's okay. He cool probably. That's why he ain't saying nothing. He doing the mature thing by stepping back and let the suits, like he said, quote unquote, let the suits handle it. And this is what he doing. He letting the suits handle it. And that's what I think. I think Earl. I think Bud. No, he have that right now. Don't get me wrong, people. Bud Crawford fans, don't get me wrong. He had that right to disagree on some things in that contract because he is a talented fighter.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
forget.
we're gonna get to the rematch in a minute, OG.
Yeah.
That they was
Okay.
reporting, but go ahead and do your
Okay.
thing on this one.
Yeah. So he gets to the talent. He's a talented fighter, and like I say, if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be no mega fight. So I mean, but still, he won everything. But you gotta be realistic now. You gotta be realistic. That's the thing about it.
Good
I
morning,
don't.
baby. Good morning. Glad to have you up and with us. Salute, baby. Go ahead.
Right. Shout out to you, the first lady, Miss Knockout Boxing, 86 TV. Good morning to you. All right. So, but still in all, I think he had to understand, hey, this is boxing. This is a business. This is how boxing been working for years. Now, he might not work like that before because he been with Top Rank. And Top Rank do business a little bit different than PBC does it.
Mm-hmm.
So now, it's up to him, and and this is why I think that Bud Crawford team is the only one out there putting out narratives and everybody catching on to it as Bud Crawford fans, and Earl just sitting back, not saying nothing, doing a mature thing, sitting back and let them, go at it, whatever. But no, I don't think Al would do that. No matter
Okay.
what Bud said about Al all through the years, and also Bomac, no matter what he say all through the years about PBC ain't shit and all that stuff. Don't think he forgot about it, but he is doing what's right. He trying to give you the best payday that you should get, not what you want, what you should get. We all can't get what we want in life, but I think he's going to be fair. But I think
Mm-hmm.
Bud just don't like it. I think that's what the whole situation is, and I don't
So
think. Go ahead. Mhm.
go ahead, finish up because
Oh,
I
okay.
was gonna go. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I believe. Of course, I don't believe that's true. I think Mike Copperhinger and ESPN, they just don't like PBC too, because they got some history there too. All right. So I mean, it's basically not true. Let me put it that way. It's not true. It's
Let me
not
ask
true.
you. Let
I don't
me
believe
let
that.
me ask you to answer the second part of that question.
Mhm.
Should Bud Crawford or Earl Spence or whoever should they be approving and disapproving expenses in your opinion?
Um, you know what? Yes or no? I will say this. Okay, look, expenses means, okay, what we talking about is, do I have to pay to fly here? If you're gonna do a promotion, you got to go this city, this city, this city, this city. All right, do that come out of our pocket, our end, or are you all gonna pay for it? Okay, yeah, I think they should have a right to approve that and disapprove. I think, okay, okay, let me use this as an example. All right, okay, we're gonna go to New York. We're gonna promote a show in New York. Okay, so we're gonna stay there overnight, whatever, and leave, whatever. All right. Okay, so you have to pay for your hotel and everything like that. Well, Bug and say, no, I don't think that's right, because y'all want us to go there, not us.
Mm-hmm.
If it was left to me, I'll be good. Just go to Vegas fight. So you all should. Now, I believe I believe he should when it comes to that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, approve expenses with other things that you should be doing. See, Bud ain't used to promote fights. He's not used to it because like Bob said, he never did want to do it. He probably still don't want to do it. But still, he not used to promote fight. But this is what you have to do to build up a fight. But then again, I can see him saying, yeah, y'all have to pay for this. Oh, okay. That's too much now. 5 cities. Come on. All right. We did 3. That's enough. So I can understand that. I think they
Mm-hmm.
should. I think they should knock out.
So I'm gonna first address the deal, right? This net revenue deal that they're claiming that is in the contract where there is no guaranteed purchase. So the PBC, this is how I be asking people, like, use your common sense, use your logic, you do some critical thinking and ask some questions, and then you'll understand how certain shit shouldn't make sense to you if you can think for yourself. And this is what I be telling people, OG. So we got 143 people in the chat right now. The PBC was created in 2015. They first debuted on March 7th of 2015 when they was on NBC. Since the PBC has been created in 2015, someone in the chat, anyone in the chat, give me one fight that they did that was a net revenue deal. Give me somebody, I'm asking a simple question. If anybody in the chat can give me one fight that Premier Boxing Champions did where the fighters did not have guaranteed purses.
And hit that like button while y'all thinking.
And hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button while you're thinking about it. So someone please. I'm starting right there. Give me one fight, right? Give me one fight that the PBC has done where the fighters did not have guaranteed purses. Now you can say that the purses are low, that the PBC don't pay purses and they do the back end money and all that shit. Can anyone name a fight where the PBC did not give out at least some guaranteed purse? Seeing a lot of zeros. Because the only one, I'm going to tell y'all right now, the only one I ever heard of was Kovalev and Ward. And that fight was on HBO. That's the only one I ever heard of where it was a net guaranteed deal. So now let's talk about using your common sense. So do you believe, right, that all these years, they've been existing for 7 years, they never did a net revenue deal, and everybody at least always got some guaranteed purse, and now all of a sudden, for the first time ever, they putting the contract out where there's no guaranteed purses? Do you really believe that, bro? We got to start right there. Basic common sense. Even Joan Turner said 0. And Joan Turner loves to come here and disagree with everything that I said. So let's start right there with, is the deal real? Like, is this reporting accurate? So again, bro, if it's never happened, do you really believe that this is the first time they like, yeah, all our other fights, every other contract that we ever did, we offered a guaranteed purse. But for you, Terrence, no guaranteed purse. Has that ever, like, y'all, does that make sense to y'all? Because it don't make no sense to me.
No, it don't.
I don't believe that shit. I'm gonna start right there, bro. I don't believe that shit.
Nope.
If they never done the shit before, they gonna start right now. It is what it is, bro. So we're gonna start right there. Now, let's talk about approving expenses and shit. I'm sorry, bro. This may be simplistic to some of y'all, but if you ain't putting no money on my shit to put shit together, bro, how you gonna tell me what I can spend on it, bro? Like, really think about that. Bud ain't finna. Is he putting up some money? Is he gonna book a venue with them? Is he gonna help them? Is he gonna help them pay for the site that they gotta have to fight at? Is he gonna pay for the press passes and the hotels and shit? So you ain't putting no money in it. You just showing up, you fighting, and you getting paid. You showing up, you fighting, and you getting paid, but you want to be able to approve what the people who are actually spending money get to pay on it. If OG have a graduation party for his daughter right now, she about to graduate, and he invite me to the party, I'm like, yeah, OG, I'm coming. And he buying the cake, he buying the damn ribbons, he buying the site for the damn fight, he doing for the party, he doing everything for the party. What do I look like coming to OG, right? What do I look like coming to him like, nah, man, say, bro, you spent too much on that cake right there. You need to take that cake back. I need to approve the money that you spent for that cake. He gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Like, bro, you ain't putting no money. You just showing up. Why you telling me how much to spend on this and how much to spend on that? That shit don't make no sense. And I got my brother D Luckett in the super chat. He said it makes sense for them to be scared of Bud winning. I don't know what you're talking about, but D Luckett, you say I sound foolish, and I appreciate you with that $2. So D Luckett, maybe you just came in here because I just saw you come in. I'm gonna ask you what I asked at the beginning. This net revenue shit, right? D Luckett, this net revenue shit. Can you tell me a fight where the PBC has done that before, D Luckett? I just need to know, bro. What fight have they ever done that before? I'm just like, when have they ever do that? You know what I'm saying? That's cool, D Luckett. Let's start there, though, bro. What fight has the PBC ever offered a net revenue deal where they didn't guarantee purses for the fighters, bro? Give me the fight. Give me the PBC fight. They were created in 2015, so you got 7 years worth of fights. When were they ever, since I sound foolish, when has the PBC ever done a net revenue deal, bro? When have they ever done it? No, Joan. No, Joan. It says since Crawford will earn a percentage of net revenue, he wants the ability to approve expenses, Joan. That's what it say, Joan. I'm reading it verbatim. Since Crawford will earn a percentage of the net revenue, he wants the ability to approve expenses. Approve them. Meaning I get to tell you what you can and can't spend. Oh, you want to move the goalpost? Okay, D Luckett. I don't think Spence has fought someone on Bud's level at all. And I don't think Bud has fought anyone on Spence's level. But answer my question, D Luckett, because I just answered yours, bro. I just answered yours. And again, I ain't coming at you, but I sound foolish, so I'm trying to figure out how I sound foolish, bro. Tell me a time. Again, bro, you got to answer the question. Tell me a time that the PBC has done a net revenue deal where they did not offer purses to the fighters, bro. Tell me a time, bro. Like, give me one time, bro. Give me one time. And I bet you can't, because it ain't never happened. I bet you can't, because it ain't never happened. So, look, bro, at the end of the day, to wrap it all up, KQ, number one, I don't think this shit is true. I don't think that the PBC is offering Errol Spence and Bud Crawford a deal where they don't have guaranteed purses up front. I think they're offering them a deal like they did every other pay-per-view fight that they've had, where they get purses and they get a percentage of the back end, which is how they have done business since they came into existence. I refuse to believe that this will be the first time ever. I refuse to believe this will be the first time ever that they made a net revenue deal. That shit ain't never happened, bro. Like you gotta make me believe that shit. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I just go off of data, and based off of the data, this would not be the time that they do that shit for the first time. And then secondly, whether it's true or not, I don't think any fighter, Errol Spence, unless your name is like Canelo or Anthony Joshua, you don't make enough money, you don't bring enough revenue to the table to be trying to tell somebody how to spend their money for an event that they putting together, because your ass ain't putting no money on it, bro. If you ain't putting no money on it, you don't get to tell people how to spend that shit, bro. But that's what I think of that situation, man. I hate that it's come to it, OG, but it is what it is, man. It's a crazy situation, and it's looking like this fight is getting further and further away from us, man. But let's talk about the rematch clause, because it was some other reports that another hold up is the rematch clause shit, that Bud Crawford wants a rematch, Errol don't want a rematch, and that's a hold up to the fight. That might be something that they will hold up to the fight. I believe Blue Blood was talking about that. So what do you think about that, man? If the rematch clause is the hold up too, if that's another issue that they haven't, do you think Bud deserves a rematch? And do you think Earl is wrong for not wanting to give him one? What's your thoughts on the rematch? And real quick, shout out to Omega Red with the $5 in the super chat. He says next it will be Bud need a handicap match. Tie Earl left arm up. These fans have every excuse, but it's Bud. Yeah, man. I ain't saying wrong or right because I don't know. I'm just saying he ain't never did business with the PBC, and it's clear that there's something on Bud Crawford's side that's holding up this fight. Whether it's right or wrong, whether it's the PBC fault, his fault, he the hold up, bro. Like the hold up is on his end, bro. But go ahead, OG. What you think of the rematch clause, man? You think that they should get a rematch or not get a rematch, or what's your thoughts on that, man?
Well, I think they should. Well, it depends on the first fight. And I know it's going to do well, but historically, the rematch doesn't do as well as the first fight. Now, of course, the loser, it might be Crawford or Spence, doesn't matter. They're going to want a second shot at it. They're going to go back, look at the fight, and see what they could have did better. See what they could have did different. Of course, according to Bud, Spence do the same thing over and over again. Then, according to Spence, Bud doesn't fight on the inside, back and forth. So I think one shot, that's it. No rematch clause. That's how I feel. All right, that's how I feel. It's an undisputed fight. Like Devin Haney, that fight is just, that contract was just ludicrous. You the champion, you're going right back over in the backyard? No. But still, I think one fight, and that's it. Move on up. Because that's it. I don't think they should have a rematch clause. That's my opinion. Now, of course, I get it. Bud won the rematch clause. Who wants the rematch clause?
They're saying, so people are saying Bud Crawford wants one, but Errol Spence doesn't want one.
Okay. Well, that shows you how sure Errol Spence is. And that shows you that Bud's like, okay, well, I maybe can do something different. I'll do something right the first time. No, I think go ahead on one shot, one deal, make that bag and move on up. That's what I believe. I get it. Most fights, they have rematch clauses in it. But I will put this on there. I'll put this in the fine print, okay? If it's a close fight, very close, where it could go either way, then run it back. Run it back. Just like Floyd and Marcos Madonna. When they fought the first time. Everybody looking at the shots and Floyd was taking on top of the head and everything. But nobody will look at the body shots Floyd was getting in there. But now Floyd, everybody said he lost. Everybody think Madonna won. So Floyd said, okay, you know what? I'm going to give him a rematch. I'm going to run it back. I'm going to win precisely, and you can see. So that's the only reason why I would think you will want a rematch. If it's a close fight. Then you can run it back and give him a rematch. But don't put the clause in there.
But if it's a close fight, and I disagree, right? So if it's a close fight and Earl win, and there's no rematch clause, what's gonna make Earl fight him again? Maybe Earl gets hurt in the fight, or it's a close fight and Earl gets, what people feel like is a gift decision. Then if there's no rematch for him to be forced to fight Bud again, then shit, like he can just move on. Like number one, I think it's up to the fighters, right? I think both of these guys with what they've accomplished, Earl unifying at 147 pounds, having 3 belts, Bud Crawford being the former undisputed champion and 3-weight world champion. I think if either of them wants a rematch clause, they should be able to get a rematch, bro. They should be able to get a rematch. Like, it ain't like Bud is some mandatory challenger. It ain't like Bud is some dude that ain't accomplished nothing. Just like this is the biggest fight of Bud Crawford's career, it's the biggest fight of Earl's career too. So I think coming in as a champion, I think he deserves a rematch clause. I'm gonna be real with y'all if that shit is true, because anything can happen in the fight, right? He could get, let's say, OG, and you've seen this before. Fight's good as shit, competitive as hell. Round 5, round 6, boom, headbutt, cut. Oh, yeah. Now we got to go to the scorecard. Somebody losing 3 rounds to 2, and it was getting good, but because of the cut, we go to the scorecards and somebody win a technical decision. But there's no rematch clause, so the winner can just move on. If it's Earl and he was winning 3 rounds to 2, he can just move on and go do what he want to do. off a
Now, see, you
technical
put it
decision.
that way,
You know
knockout.
what
See,
I'm saying? Like,
you
but
put
that's
it that way.
they gotta think about that shit, bro. They gotta think about that shit. You know what I mean? Like, what if Bud go to throw that damn little hook that he throw from the southpaw position and he blow his goddamn shoulder out in the 7th round? But he was beating the shit out of Earl. He was up 6-1. But you know, if you have to stop on the injury in the 7th round and not the 4th round, that's a technical knockout. That's TKO. Bud up 6 rounds to 1. He up
Man,
6 rounds to 1, blow his damn shoulder out, can't continue no more, and then Earl gets the W by technical knockout. Like, bro, you got to think about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell
or they go
no,
to the
they
scorecard,
both deserve a rematch clause. OG, they
or they,
both do, man.
or they go to the scorecard. But when you put it like that, and like a draw, okay, if it's a draw, okay, yeah, you run it back. So you know what? I'm gonna have to change that. I would say, yeah, okay, I would do that. Okay, I would do that. Okay,
Yeah, and OG, like, and what they could do, like, try to compromise, right? They both say they moving up to 154 anyway, right? So
right,
let's say Earl don't want to give him the rematch because Earl don't want to make 147 no more. Just say, all right, I'll give you the rematch. If you really want smoke again, then shit, we can fight at 154. Because Jamel gonna vacate the belts and maybe they can move up to 154, do a rematch again, and fight for a couple of belts at 154 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
right,
it should
right,
be some sort of compromise there. And I don't believe that that's the hold up, OG. I'm just telling you what people are saying. We got to talk about it and shit. I'm just
right.
saying if that is the hold up, both of these guys deserve a rematch if that's what they want in the contract, bro. Like if I wake up and every one morning and everything was agreed to, everything was signed, but the fight falls through because of a rematch clause, I'm blaming the side that didn't get a rematch, bro. Because that's
Right.
like some simple shit that both champions deserve. Is what I'm saying. I hear you, Greg. Believe in yourself, but Greg, you can believe in yourself all you want to. If a headbutt stopped the fight in the 6th round, you got to cover for that shit, bro. You got to account for injury. What if somebody go to Clinton, blow their whole goddamn knee out in the 6th round, Greg? And you didn't have a rematch clause because you were so confident in shit. That's just rematch clauses and fights of this magnitude. It's just good business, y'all. It's just good business. That's all. It's just smart, good business. So that part, if that's what's going on here, Al Heyman and them need to go ahead and give him the rematch. Earl need to go ahead and say, "I'll give it to you at 154 if you're willing to do that." And then
Right.
just try to find some sort of compromise, bro. Like
See,
do the goddamn rematch, man. Like I don't think that should be the hold up to the fight, bro, at all.
because see, I'm thinking, okay, well, if something like that happens, okay, of course, a fight is official after 4 rounds. They will go to the scorecards, right? If they have to stop
Yeah,
for some reason. But let's see that, and I don't like that because you can
me
run the
neither.
first 6 rounds, but some people are back runners. And some people get stronger, and Earl gets stronger and stronger as the fight go on. So let's say Earl might miss out on a knockout or lucky knockout, just going by the early scores. So yeah, you can run it back, and so yeah,
They should make it all they got to do to fix that OG is make it after the first eight rounds. If
okay,
anything happened before the first 8 rounds, it's a no contest. But if some shit happened after 8 rounds, then we go to the cards. They just need to make it longer. Doing that shit after 4 rounds when the fight just getting started, that
right,
shit ain't that's not good for the sport, in my opinion, man.
yeah, because you don't know what can happen. What would have happened, no, down the line. So, and 8 rounds, you're right, because most of them 10 rounds and 12 rounds.
Yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, so I'm gonna have to change that. I thought that one time deal, that's it. Because we go in there, let's say Earl barely can make 147. Let's say he go back in there and get back and miss weight. Okay. Then he got a certain amount of time to make that weight, and boom, there you go. But if he never had the rematch clause, he sees, then you
And
have to
I
work.
and,
Yeah.
and look,
Yeah.
it's on both of them. Like if you Earl, right? If you
Uh,
Earl and you don't want the rematch clause, it's the same. Like this is why, bro. Like my logic and I try to keep it real as I can on all things. I mean, everybody gonna have some biases, but I try to be objective on everything. Like it's the same shit. Like if you telling Bud, like, man, go ahead and take the deal, bro, and just beat his ass. If you can beat his ass, then you get more money on the rematch. Like a lot of people like to say, right? Well, it's the same thing for Earl, right? Give him the rematch. If you don't want the rematch, beat his ass so bad that he don't want it either. You go in there and you beat his ass so bad to where he don't want a rematch because you done messed him up so bad. You done beat his ass up for 12
right.
rounds and you done beat him up and stopped him because if you beat him bad enough, he ain't gonna be dumb enough to take the rematch. So why don't you just
Yeah.
do that shit? You know what I mean? Like that's my
Right.
thing. But shout out to Crunk Juice. with the $5 in the super chat. Crunk Juice say,
Oh,
"Sup OG and KO." EJ said, "Smoking mirrors with these guys. He should be a prophet. He should be Prophet Spence. All we've been seeing is smoking mirrors with this fight, man. I gotta say, I've been confident that it's gonna happen, but I agree. I'm getting tired of this shit." Don Shotter with the $2 in the super chat says, "The Bud clowns lack sense. Spence hurts Bud bad." Now some of them got sense, but I don't want to generalize all of them. But you do got a point. Some of them Don Shotter, I be looking a little sideways at, bro. I be like, God damn, y'all ain't got no common sense, bro. Shout out to Crunk Juice with the $5 back in the super chat. Say, the only reason I would agree with the rematch clause is because Bud has 2 eyes, and we might need another fight to take that second orbital bone. Damn. I ain't with an injury on him, man. I want to see him fight, bro. After Earl, bro. Damn. I mean, I got Earl winning the fight, but I ain't going. Y'all want eyeballs and shit. Y'all is some heathen.
But I said on my live stream, if you look at the fights when I showed that promo, we know what happened to Kell Brook and your Dennis, you guys. But if you look at Porter eye, it was swelling up. If you look at Lamont Peterson eye, thank God his coach stopped that. Danny Garcia eye was swelling up, and it takes a guy that punch hard to do that, and think about it. I mean, man, the boy can hit. I'm just being honest. That's all,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm quite sure Bud can hit too, but he ain't never did nothing like that, so I might be
Yeah,
wrong.
he stun you and shit, but Bud can finish like a mother. If he gets you stunned, shit, like if Earl, like bro, if Earl had the same shit, like what was that, the 6th round where Earl had dropped his mouthpiece and Ugas caught him and he staggered up against the ropes and shit,
right?
Man, Earl would have been in a lot more trouble if that was Bud Crawford. he'd have been in a lot more trouble if that was Bud Crawford, bro. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. Like if that exact sequence happened and he got knocked to the ropes like that against Bud, man, Bud would have been on his ass like white on rice, bro. I'm telling y'all right now.
Yeah, I saw Bud trying hitting the back, and I see where his power is coming from. He let his arm kind of loose, then bring it around heavy, like, and that's how he punches hard. I noticed that. I was just studying it, looking at it. So
yeah, I got you. But man, let's preview. We got about 30 minutes left. Let's talk about some fights coming up this weekend. You gonna have a busy Saturday, bro. You're gonna have a busy Saturday. There's some great fights, man. I want to talk about the big fight over in the UK, man. Conor Benn and Chris Eubanks Jr., man. What preview that for us, man? Do you number one, it's catch weights and rehydration clauses, and Chris Eubanks Jr. coming to the press conference with some fried chicken and shit. Just a lot of crazy ass shit going on with that fight, man, as they build it up, man. Are you excited for it? Do you think it's gonna be a real fight, a clown show? But just give me your thoughts on the Chris Eubanks Jr. and the Conor Benn situation that's gonna be going down on Saturday, man.
Well, I don't think it'll be a clown show. I don't think so, because these guys genuinely don't like each other. Conor Benn pretty much don't think Chris Eubanks fought anybody. He was just pretty much a hype job because of his father's name. And of course, Chris Eubanks Jr. feels the same way about Conor Benn. He believes that Nigel pretty much got him pumped up and make his name bigger than what it is. But one thing I can say is the UK people are excited about this fight. You will see it's going to be sold out if it's not already. One thing about it, I can say this: Conor Benn, every time I've seen him, which is 3-4 times fighting, he has gotten better and better and better. Now, I don't like weight classes. You jumping up. I don't like that. Never did. I don't approve of that, because weight classes are there for a reason, and I believe in that. But since they're doing that, okay, fine. Remember, they got to go back to their own weight classes sooner or later, unless they're going to stay there and fight at that weight. But now, Chris Eubanks Jr., it's not too bad on him, because he's not going too far from his fighting weight. So now, Conor Benn, can he take that shot? Because Chris Eubanks is always in shape. Always. And always been a strong fighter. Only thing about it, he just lacked the fundamental skills. And that's what Conor Ben come in at. Conor Ben come in with the fundamentals. He can box. And I think that he's going to box in circles around Chris Eubanks. And the strength is not going to have anything to do with it. Because Chris Eubanks come in kind of wild. His hands are everywhere. His hands are, all over the place. But you got Conor Ben. He's learning. He's learning. He's learning. He's getting better and better. No, he's not ready for no Bruce Anderson yet because he fights at 147. He's not ready for the top dogs yet. But I think he's ready for Chris Eubanks Jr. because that's a style that's made for him. So I think that Conor Ben is going to go ahead on and use his ring IQ, and that's getting better also. Let me mention that. And also, because Chris Eubanks Jr. is going to come in with the same antics, jump over the ropes, then after each round, stop, look back, and stare at him for a minute. His father antics. But I think Conor Ben
his father and his Roy Jones shit.
Right. Yeah, that too. And see, this is the thing about it. Stop trying to fight like Roy Jones. Okay. No, because this is what he's doing, trying to fight like Roy Jones, trying to jump.
You're not fast enough, bro.
Thank you. He don't have the feet to do that.
You're not athletic enough to try that shit, bro.
Right. He don't have no type of athletic foot movement, and he just look all balanced. And it's kind of like a little herky-jerky type fighter. And Conor Ben going to start throwing. And this is what's going to happen. The judge is going to see precise punching. That's what he's going to see. He's going to see precise punching when he do it. Because Conor Ben is going to take his time. He's not going to rush in there. He normally rush when he know he got to fight a lick. But I think he's going to take his time with Chris Eubanks Jr. I really believe that. Now, that guy right there that you just showed.
Yeah, I was answering the question.
I
was answering the question. Yeah.
That guy you just showed, he's not on that level yet. Okay. He's not on a Bruce Anderson level yet. He's getting there. He's getting there. Now, at first, I'm going to tell you something. I ran this dude down. I really ran this dude down. I thought he was getting into it because of Nigel. So I seen both of their fathers fight. And both of them kind of wild when he fought. Nigel, he will get in there and get dirty. He will get in there and fight on the inside and slug with you. But he might get knocked out, but he go in there, he slug with you. But I think Conor Ben is going to pull this off. And I think the UK people are going to be going wild. I'm going to be going wild too. All right. Because I'm going to call that fight. And I think that's going to be a good fight too, man. And I think the other card's going to be good too. So that's all I have on that. Yeah, I got Conor Ben on that one.
Look, so I'm excited for the fight. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm excited for the fight. The only stuff I don't like for me, when I'm analyzing the shit, I think people get it confused. Like, I'm a boxing fan first, so I'm analyzing the shit like saying, "Oh, it's stupid that Eddie Hearn did this." Like, did he learn from Kell Brook? Jumping Kell Brook up 2 weight classes to fight a bigger dude, got his goddamn eye broken. Moving Conor Ben, your best welterweight prospect, the only person that you got popping up at welterweight, and probably one of your most popping people in your stable. Does it make sense to move him all the way up, basically 2 weight classes, to fight somebody that's really big and really strong, that is going to be willing to trade punches with him, and someone that's been shown to be durable by much bigger and much stronger men? Is that smart? No, it ain't smart. I think it's a dumbass move. But as a fight fan, I'm excited for the shit. I think it's going to be fun to watch. So, and it ain't my job to you know what I'm saying? It ain't my job to worry about what's in the best interest of Conor Ben's career. It's my job to enjoy the fight. And as a you know what I'm saying? As a fight fan, just go root on some good boxing. And there's some great fights on that card too. OG, you got Shannon Courtney, who's on that card, really good woman prospect. Galal Yafi is on that card. He's a dope flyweight prospect and former Olympian. Felix Cash is on that card, man. That card gonna be fun to watch, and I'm sure it's gonna be fun for you to call. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just excited for the fight. I think it's gonna be a good fight. The only part that I gotta keep saying, man, they should have just fought at a real weight class. I'm with you on that. Like, don't fight at 157. Don't put no rehydration clause in that shit. Either A, Chris Eubanks Jr., since Conor Ben was the A side of negotiations, He should have had to come all the way down to 154, and you let him rehydrate all the way up to what he want to rehydrate to. Or
Ooh.
B, Conor Ben should have just went up to 160, bro. He should have went up to 160. You know what I'm saying? Like he should have just went up to 160 and fought him. That catch weight rehydration clause shit, I don't like it, OG, because all it shows you is that somebody's looking for a clear competitive advantage. Conor Ben is trying to make sure that Chris Eubanks Jr. cannot be his full self by asking for that shit. So that's what I don't like about the fight. But everything else, I'm for it because this will be Conor Ben's best competition. And it's gonna let us know whether or not he can, be real at the division. Because I think we would all agree that, like, if Errol Spence was fighting Chris Eubanks Jr. or Terence Crawford was fighting Chris Eubanks Jr. or Jerome Boots Ennis or somebody like that, if those three, maybe even Virgil Ortiz, if they were fighting Chris Eubanks Jr., we would all be like, yeah, they're probably gonna beat Chris Eubanks Jr. So for Conor Ben to show he's on that level, that he can compete with those top four guys that we have in the welterweight division, he got to be able to go in there and do something with Chris Eubanks Jr. and beat his ass, bro. So that's what I'm excited to see because I think he has more left in the tank than Chris Eubanks Jr. I think he's younger of the two. I think he's been able to separate from his father a little bit better, and kind of build his own legacy. And so I'm just excited, and I love the way he fights, man. He's all aggression, and as he started to like really grow into his own, bro, that power is real for that young man. Like at 147, I don't know what it's gonna look like up there with Chris Eubanks Jr. But at 147, he been starching shit, bro. At 147 lately, he been doing dudes bad, man.
Yeah,
been doing them real bad. So I just can't wait to see the fight, man. I'm excited for it. You know, the other one we got is the long praying mantis. Sebastian Fundora is back in the ring, OG. It's a PBC card that night, man. Sebastian Fundora versus Carlos Ocampo is also going down that night. So in the afternoon, you got Eubanks Jr. versus Conor Ben, and then that night on Showtime, you got Sebastian Fundora versus Carlos Ocampo down at 154 pounds. Called the same Carlos Ocampo that got beat up by Errol Spence, man. Now that's gonna be a good one too, man. I'm excited for that one because we all know Sebastian Fundora about to come in there and throw 1,000 punches per round. He ain't got no damn defense. Yeah, you're praying mantis, Ashley Corner. Goddamn praying mantis, long as shit. Just long for no reason, man. You know what I'm saying?
What channel that gonna be on? What channel that gonna be on?
That's on Showtime. That's on Showtime, OG.
Okay.
Yeah, you got Mean Machine versus Michael Fox is on that card. That's a good fight. Fernando Martinez versus Uncajas. That's a rematch. Fernando Martinez beat Uncajas for his IBF title, so they running it back. Carlos Adames versus Juan Montiel is on that card. So man, it's a lot of good fighters on that card. Then Sebastian Fundora's sister, her name is Gabriela Fundora. She tall as shit too. She like 6 feet tall, and she like fighting like featherweight or some shit. So that weird shit she got going on with her, she fighting as well. So that's a pretty good card on Showtime as well, man. So we got to be sure to check that one out. But I want to get to the I want to get to the poll though. I'm about to end the poll. We had 200 votes, and what we had, or 230 votes, and what we asked you guys was who is to blame for the hold up to this fight. 53% of you guys voted Terence Crawford, 14% of you guys voted Errol Spence, and 33% of you guys are blaming Al Heyman and the PBC. So we'll end it on that. OG, who's to blame for the hold up to the Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight? Who are you blaming right now? You blaming Crawford, or you blaming the PBC, or you blaming Errol Spence?
Okay, I'm not gonna and then everybody know I'm not biased. All right, I'm not biased, and like I told you, I'm a Charlo fan. I like Errol Spence. I like Terence Crawford, but I don't think Earl has anything to do with this anymore. Okay, I think he knows what he's going to get. I think he's already pretty much situated, but I think Al Heyman and Bud Crawford, they are pretty much negotiating between them two. And I will have to say, I think PBC is holding it up, and Terence Crawford, because I think Terence Crawford is not happy with something. I can't tell you what, but it's something in that contract that he's not happy with. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, I don't know what it is, but because they are only ones that's talking. They are only ones that's going out there around social media rooms and putting out narratives. Bernie, what's his name? Boxing, something like that. Bernie, whatever. He's putting out different narratives. He putting out this and that and blaming Al. This, oh, they doing him dirty and this and that. Earl haven't said a word. Of course, Al Haim ain't gonna say nothing. He's just gonna take care of his business. So I believe that I think it's Bud Crawford, Team Crawford, that pretty much is the hold up. That's why they speaking and putting out different types of narratives out there. So I'm not saying he's scared. I'm just thinking that, like Steve Espinosa said, you gotta be realistic right now. You're never gonna make the type of money that Floyd and Manny made. That that time is gone. Streaming messed that up. Illegal streaming messed all that up. That's not gonna ever be broke again. But still, you gotta be realistic in this time of what will I say recession. Okay, so and I think Terence Crawford ain't buying that. I really don't. I don't think he's buying that. He believes that he's worth more than a slice of bread. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, I think he's thinking like most of his fans are thinking that he's a Hall of Famer. But as I always say, you ain't a Hall of Famer until you retire. And after you retire, and after what 3 or 5 years, then they put your name in for to be a Hall of
And
Famer.
why your ass is fighting, bro? Like, don't nobody want to hear that shit. You still chase greatness. Like, ain't
Right,
nobody trying to hear no, I'm a Hall of Famer and shit. Go
right.
ahead, though.
So that's what I believe. I believe it's Terence Crawford. Because everything Al is giving him, he's rejecting it because he don't think it's enough, or he don't think it should. No, that ain't fair. What is Earl getting? Well, I'm getting this, and why Earl getting that? Or I see you have to put all this together. You got to put all this in perspective. See, we know how Terence Crawford is. We know how Bomac is, and,
Mm-hmm.
and they outspoken. They can't hold a secret. They don't know how to be business like. I mean, Bomac Show ain't no business type of person. So I mean, and that's what it is. I really believe that. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
worked at a bank for 26 years, and you're not gonna tell me that somebody gonna. I know negotiations. I know how negotiations look. And right now, when you got an outspoken party and the other one's kind of like not saying anything, you know who the problem is. You know, because they're gonna make sure the public out there knows and try to get them on their side. It's
Mm-hmm.
just basic common sense. So I mean, no
So
offense,
you think they made? So you kind of you like me? You think the PBC made him a final offer? Like, look, you gonna take this shit or we moving on? And he
yeah,
kicking and screaming right now.
yeah,
He
and
kicking and screaming right now. He
yeah,
don't want to take that shit, bro. But he know he
well,
might have to.
yeah, because see, uh, 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 I mean, Al Hammond dealt with Beyonce, all that. I mean, look, he probably tired. Tired of his damn fight. He just like the rest of it. He probably tired of it. And he want to get this done and over with and make an announcement and let's get it on. Make some money. Everybody gonna make money. Everybody. You don't need no outside investors and all that. You don't. It's real simple.
Listen,
But
for me,
go
oh, go
ahead.
ahead,
I'm through.
OG.
No, I'm through.
No,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say for me, I'm blaming the PBC and I'm blaming Bud Crawford. Cause I feel like they need to figure this shit out, bro. I'm blaming both of their ass. Like, if you Bud Crawford and you gonna beat Earl ass, why can't you just accept what's already in front of you? And if you PBC, you mean to tell me you can't find a way to offer him something that he'll accept? So I'm blaming both of their asses, bro, right now. Because I just want to see the fight. And at the end of the day, I believe it's something going on between those two parties. Because I believe the PBC already got Earl to agree. Because Earl is their fighter. They know how to do business with him. And we ain't hearing shit from Earl. Earl good.
Right.
Earl already
Right.
said like 2-3 months ago, my shit done.
Yep.
If this shit don't happen, it ain't on me. My shit done. I'm good over here. He
Yep.
already said that shit. The only one that's complaining is Bud Crawford. Well, PBC got to find a way to get his ass to agree. And he needs to find a way to decide, like, bro, how bad do I want to be the first man to be undisputed in 2 weight classes in the 4-belt
Thank you.
era? How bad do I want that shit?
Thank you.
Because do I have a chance to make at least what I've made in other fights for this fight? Do I have a chance to make more money in this fight than I made in other fights? So he got to start asking himself some tough questions, bro. How bad does he want history? You know what I'm saying? So I'm blaming both of their ass. I'm blaming both of them because they're the ones that's holding my ass up from getting the fight that I want, bro. whether it's because Bud ain't taking what they offering or they ain't willing to offer what he accepting. They need to find a way. Those two parties right there, they need to find a way to meet in the middle and make this shit happen, bro. Straight up and down. Shout out to Richard D with the $2 in the super chat. He says, salute to KO and the singing OG. But yeah, that's what I got on it, OG. I wanted to somebody had a good question, man, about October 15th. That's in 2 weeks. I want to go back up to it because I wanted to ask you this, man. Give me 1 second, I'll find it. It was from my brother. Damn, where'd it go? He was saying that how do y'all feel about there you go, found it. He says, why they schedule Haney and Wilder on the same night? Who are you guys gonna watch? So you know that big October 15th, we got 3 big ass fight cards. Right. He wants to know what are we watching, man? What are we going with?
Well, I already explained it on my live stream. Of course, I'm in the LDBC, and a lot of guys in the LDBC are going to Wilder fight, and they support Wilder. I support him too, but not that night because see, Wilder's pay-per-view, and when I order pay-per-view to call fights, I want to see all of it. I don't want to see all. I don't want to be sitting there flipping and trying to catch just the main event, and I paid $75. No, I want to see how Kambosos come at Devin Haney. That's number one. You know I'm not going to be missing Caroline Dubois, Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, Meyer. No, I'm not missing that fight because that's just one of the hellified ladies card of the year. So I'm not going to miss that one that morning, afternoon, which they're going to start. The main event going to start around 5 that evening. Then we're going into Devin Haney. So I'm sorry, Wilder, this is first time back. So it'll be many other nights and days that we can just get a chance to see him, but not that night.
See, now, I thought the fight that was going to conflict was the Haney and the ladies card because they both fight in the middle of the day on Saturday, don't they? Because Haney and them fight in Australia, and when they fight that they just had, that shit was like in the middle of the day. I remember watching that shit like 4:00 in the afternoon or some shit.
Well, so they both top rank.
They both top rank, so they gonna try to show them at different times. Then you probably right.
Yeah,
you probably right. Then yeah.
And one is Australia, and Australia's
because they fighting in Australia and the UK. So I thought all 3 of the fights was gonna start around a different time. I hope they do. I hope they figure that shit out because I want to watch all them hoes. But like you, if you give me my shot, like the way I rank the cards, I'm with you. The card with Clarissa Shields and Baumgartner and Mayer and Savannah Marshall on it, that's my top card. Then the Devin Haney Kambosos undisputed fight, that's second, and then it's gonna be the Deontay Wilder Helene. So if there's some shit on at the same time, the women they gonna get priority because those are the big fights, bro. Them is the good ones. And then the Devin Haney, that's second for me, and then the Deontay Wilder will be third. So I'm with you on that, man. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Because you don't want to. Let's say Devin Haney get Kambosos out of there in the 5th round. Then you want first of all, pay-per-view ain't not going to accept your payment.
Devin Haney get him out of there in the 5th round. Wait, what? He gonna kick him? He gonna karate kick him? What you gonna do? Catch him with a karate kick?
Wow!
Elbow him or something? It ain't gonna be a goddamn punch. I tell you, Devin Haney fans, that ain't gonna be no goddamn punch around this motherfucker.
Well, I just try to throw that out there, and then I know my cable company ain't gonna accept my payment. They're gonna be like, it's too late. The fight is almost over, dude. And I'd be stupid to pay $75 just to see the main event. So I catch the rerun.
Hey, my brother KD done slid through the building. King Dave, what's up from Boxer Die, man? He said, I thought Earl was his own boss. Man, y'all love coming over here with that, man. Nothing but love, KD. But
okay, listen,
but bro.
I answered this on somebody tweet this morning.
What'd you say, man?
I said that. I forgot who the dude was. I got it right here on my phone. I don't know who it was, but I answered it. Yes, Earl is his own boss. Everybody at PBC. Now, at the end of the contract, I still got one of PBC contract, but it's old, probably it's 5-6 years old. But it says that the fighter has the last ultimate say so. Yes, they are their own boss. But when it comes to money, they're not putting up their own money. The promoter or advisor are putting up the money. So yes, they tell the promoter and advisor who they want to fight, and they make that happen. Earl Spence said, I ain't fighting Keith Thurman. Has he fought him? No. He said, I'm not never fighting him. Have you fought him? No. He about to move up, fight Terence Crawford, move up. So yeah, they
Yeah,
are their
great
own.
point, man.
You know, yeah,
If he wasn't his own boss, then he just fight Keith Thurman like they want him to.
right.
He
You
just
know,
fight Keith Thurman, bro. But the only reason that Terence Crawford is in negotiations to fight Errol Spence is because Errol Spence is telling the PBC that's the only fight that he wants. If he
exactly.
wasn't his own boss, they wouldn't even be in negotiations with him because Al would do what everybody else do. What you see Top Rank do, what you see the Zone do, he would
Right.
try to make that in-house fight. He'll be running around his hole trying to make Errol Spence Keith Thurman so he can take all the money. That's what he would be doing, bro.
Yeah. You
That's
know,
exactly what he would be doing. So he is his own boss. Because if he wasn't, then Terrence wouldn't even be getting an offer from the PBC, bro. Straight up
right.
and down. But look, OG man, let everybody know what you got going on this week, when you going live and all that stuff, and I'll do the same, man, and we'll
Yeah.
wrap the show, man. It's been a
First,
great
I
show.
want to say shout out to King David, man. You did a great
Yeah, shout
job
out to
the other
KD,
night.
man.
Yeah, he did. You did a great job the other night, and I didn't get a chance to tell you that, so I just wanted to tell you that. All right, and
You were just in there with a monster. That's all, KD. You just in there with a monster, bro. That's all. You know what I'm saying? It happens to the best of them, bro. You ain't the first. You ain't the first. You won't be the last. You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
sir.
And shout out to Richard D with the $2 in the super chat. It says Bob said Bud difficult to deal with. He never signs. Damn. Bob did
Yeah,
say that, but I ain't trying to put that on him, man. They just need to make that man some shit that he'll take, man. They need to make him an offer that he'll take.
and
So
that's
I
what
can
I'm
go over
thinking.
the box of die and talk shit about how
Yeah,
Earl beat that ass, bro. That's what they need to do.
and
But
that's
go
what I'm
ahead, OG. Let people know
thinking.
what you got
So,
coming up this week, man.
well, you know, me, KQKC will be live Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time. Okay, I will be starting a new channel come in January. All right, it won't have nothing to do with boxing, so just letting you all know. But yes, I will be on 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. Saturday, of course, we will be. I will be calling the Zone fight. Of course, that's the Eubanks and Conor Benn fight. Then that night, I will be back calling that fight, and then we will be back once again Sunday morning, me and Knockout Boxing 86 TV at 9 a.m. All right. And I think we'll be on my platform that next weekend. All right. And I appreciate you. I see you Upland LD. All right. So
Yes, sir.
there you go.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Combat Too Bad. Y'all go sub to his channel, try to get that young man up to 10K. Shout out to Josh Sanders, 86. Look, man, for me, we dropping content every day, but it's Conor Benn week on the channel this week, man. I got 2 Conor Benn debates coming to y'all Wednesday and Thursday, man. We
Just in
got Conor
time.
Benn versus Virgil Ortiz debate coming to you Wednesday night. That'll be my brother, Loyal to the Game Boxing, going up against my brother Southern T. And then on Thursday night, we got Conor Benn versus Chris Eubanks Jr. debate. That's going down between my brother Cassidy and my brother Tony Reviews. So y'all gotta check those out, man. We're gonna have a big week of debates on the channel, and we're working to schedule more debates in the coming weeks as well.
Check out the debates, man.
Yeah, man. And we're live every Wednesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. So y'all be sure to come check us out. Check out the daily content that we're dropping. If your football team is playing today, I hope they win. Unless it's the Washington football team, because y'all playing my Cowboys and we're gonna beat that ass. But other than that, man, OG has been a great show. Everybody in the chat, please hit the like button on your way out, and we will catch
Wait. You
y'all
know what?
next time.
Knockout. Let me
Yeah,
say something real fast.
yeah. Go
Look,
ahead, go ahead.
for everybody that haven't checked out the TKO debate, y'all check it out, okay? Because see, I know boxing, you know, yes, I do. But see, you learn a lot from the debates, things that you don't know. I mean, you know, ain't nobody never know everything, you know, but you learn things from these debates. And this it's a good thing to watch it. Come and check in and watch it every third on Wednesday and Thursday, and you'll be surprised what you know about your fighter or the fighter that they are debating. You'll be surprised with things you hear, because a lot of things I didn't know about some of the fighters they debated on. Now, of course, I know the fighters, but I didn't know all of what the fighters, you know, they debate about. And it's good to know that. You know, so if you want to sharpen your boxing mind, come on over and check out the debate. All right. You know, just sharpen your boxing mind. And if you are a boxing fan, you'll love this TKO debate series. It's popping. All right. So that's all I got.
Already, I appreciate that, man. And y'all enjoy everything that you got going on today, man. Enjoy your family if you got one, and just enjoy your time. Hopefully, everybody's off work today before we got to get back to it on Monday. So, y'all take it easy. We appreciate everybody watching, and we'll catch y'all next Sunday, man. Peace out, everybody.
All right. Peace.